What is good, YouTube? We are here with the trade recap of the week. We are going over the trades that I took this week every Saturday. We're here every week. If you're not in the free Discord, go join it. It is the first link down below. But we're going to hop into the weekly trade recap. So we had no trades from Monday to Tuesday because we had that Tuesday bank holiday. And I honestly didn't even know it was a bank holiday until like Sunday because someone in the Discord said so. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to trade these 2 days. And then I came back on Wednesday. Right, so I took two trades on Wednesday, one on ES and one on NQ. And if we head down here to the 4 hour, right, so the reason I was short biased, if we go to YM, we absolutely ripped to all time highs on the YM. Right, so we have this SMT here at all time highs. And we took out previous day high here on the ES. So I'm looking for a move back down into the range. Right, so coming down here, right, we take out previous day high, put in this SMT, and then do we have another SMT? Let's get rid of all these drawings. 2 a.m., 2 a.m. Yeah, so we put in another SMT here. Right, so I'm looking for shorts down into this sell side. Right, so going down to the hourly. Maybe it was the 15. Yeah, it was the 15. Okay, so coming down to the hourly though, we dump off of open and come down into this fair value gap, right? But going down to the 15-minute, this is where I took my trade, right? So we already reached our draw on liquidity, but I'm just looking for a short scalp now just to be a part of a move and get a trade in for the day, right? So 30-minute, we'll go to the 30-minute because we put in this 30-minute SMT and we tapped into this fair value gap here, right? So we're looking for a reversal candle to be put in after this SMT and this fair value gap. We're going to confirm that on the 15-minute chart. All right, so you guys see we close a bearish reversal candle and we have this sell side right here, not previous day low. Right, so we have this sell side right here. So I just went down to the 1 minute. Right, this is if I'm looking for a scalp after the target's hit, this is all you have to do, right? Just look for that SMT, wait for a reversal candle to be printed inside of a key level, and then target the obvious draw on liquidity. In this case, it's this sell side, right? So we have this SMT here with YM, and then we put in a second stage of SMT right here with NQ, right? So now we have two stages of SMT. Now we're looking for a V-shaped reversal, right? We get our change in delivery here, and this is our V-shaped reversal, right? Expansion met with expansion, V-shaped reversal. I got short on this fair value gap with a stop at the body high. Then I targeted this sell side here for a 2R, and then I get stopped out of the rest up here at break even because if we go here on NQ, let's go to the hourly. I thought we were going to run previous day low because we were so close to it, but we just engineered this liquidity, right? So that's why I held runners on the ES because I thought NQ would have gotten to previous day low here, but we ended up not getting out or not taking out that previous day low, and I get stopped out up here at break even right here, right? So this was the ES trade I took. Very short, very simple. All right, so yeah, and then I took another trade here on NQ because I still thought that that was going to be the draw for 2, right? So that's 6. Hold up, I need 2, right here. Right, I thought this was 2 p.m. candle was going to expand down to previous day low because we did have kind of a little candle here for 10 a.m., right? This is a pretty small candle, so I thought we would expand down here at 2. Coming down to the hourly, we come up and we take out this high. Yeah, I took it on this candle here. All right, we take out this high and this high over here. All right, did we have an SMT? Yes. All right, so we had an SMT here right there. Wait, no, I took it at 2. I took it at 2. Hold up. Did we have an SMT here? Okay, so no, we didn't. But we took out this high here. There had to have been an SMT. 130. 130. If we didn't, then I just didn't follow my rules. 1230. Yes, okay. So we had this SMT here. All right, so we have this SMT. We take out this hourly high right here, close a reversal candle. So I'm looking for 2 to just straight expand lower. We get a 5-minute change in delivery. All right, so up here, take out this high, put in this SMT, and then close that reversal candle on the 30 and the hourly. We get a 5-minute change in delivery here. All right, so I went down to the 3-minute, and I actually got onto the charts right here, and I was like, oh, well, everything looks pretty good here, and we have this fair value gap here. All right, so we have a fair value gap, and everything looks pretty good. So I shorted on this candle here, and then I put my stop up here, targeted a 2R. I must have got filled a little higher. Blink. Right, so I targeted a 2R, and I wanted to see this low get swept, but we ended up not sweeping it right here. But I targeted a 2R, and then I got stopped out at break even. Right, so those were the 2 trades that I took on this day. Both followed the exact same thing, just that took on different time frames, right? It depends on what reversal candle on the time frame I'm looking at for me to go to a certain time frame, right? So you guys saw me go to the 1 minute for ES because we put in a 15-minute reversal candle, but I took it on the 3-minute here on NQ because, and the 5-minute, right? Because we had the 5-minute change in delivery because of the 30-minute and hourly reversal candle, right? And you could have taken it on the 1 minute up here, right? We get a change in delivery right here, all right? So you could have taken it there. All right, it all follows the same protocols, right? So those were the 2 trades that I took on Wednesday, and then I took Thursday shorts on NQ. All right, so let's go back to the daily, all right, and then go back to replay. Okay, so we left these failure swings right here. However, we took them in the overnight session. So coming into New York, we put in this reversal candle on NQ. We had, come on, SMT fill here with the ES and the SMT up here with YM. We respect previous day EQ. All right. Okay, so right here, take out that previous day high, close that reversal candle on the NQ. We have this SMT up here with ES. We're respecting this previous day equilibrium inside of this 4-hour gap. And we put in an SMT here. I know it's not pretty, but we do put in this SMT here, right? It's not pretty because all this is relatively equal highs, right? We do take this high by a little bit, but is relatively equal highs up here, right? So we do have this SMT, so it is a valid high to stay intact, right? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go down to the lower time frame to see when I took it, to be honest, because yeah, I honestly don't remember. So hold up. Okay, so I took it at 10:30 on what time frame is this? On the 1 minute. All right. So up here, we respect this 4-hour EQ. All right, tap it nicely to the tick, it looks like. Where's 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. All right, so what is this? SMT up here means a 2 a.m. reversal, 6 and 10 a.m. continuation. All right, and my final target for this was this new week opening gap fill. All right, so coming down to the hourly though, we also had this low inside of this new week opening gap, which was a nice target. All right, so 10 a.m. and we made equal lows. That's why I remained short biased, because we created these equal lows. 10 a.m. opens up here, opens high, going to the 30-minute. We put in an SMT right here with the ES, right here, 10 a.m. takes out this high, which is also the 9:30 high. All right, so boom, 10 a.m. opens, taps in or puts in this SMT here, going to the 15-minute. Right, and once again, why did I take this on the 1 minute chart? How are we going to understand that the 30-minute doesn't need to take out the 9:30 high? The 15-minute puts in a reversal candle, right? We close a reversal candle, so we can say that the 30-minute doesn't need to take the 9:30 high anymore, right? So that's all that goes into it, right? So then you just go to the 1 minute chart, All right, so up here is that reversal candle getting put in, SMT, and we had SMT with YM right here. All right, so 2 stages of SMT. Right, and if we just go to the 15, now, like, you might be thinking, well, what time frame do you like stare at? Dude, I don't go below the 15-minute until SMTs are put in. All right, so if we look at the 10 a.m. candle, maybe, yeah, 10 a.m. candle right here, SMT with the 10:15 candle. Right, 10 a.m. candle here, SMT with the 10 a.m. candle. That's all you have to do. Right, you don't need to be sitting on the lower time frames to understand when an SMT is being put in. Right. So going down to the 1 minute once again. After that SMT is put in, we put in a change in delivery, right? And once again, what's the signature? Expansion, met with expansion, V-shaped reversal. That's what you need to see if you want a short, right? And long. Like, if you get a V-shaped reversal, it is 10 times higher probability than if we do this, right? We get a change in delivery here. However, look at how long it takes to do it. That's why you get these deep retracements, right? Whenever we do this expansion with expansion, that's whenever you get the real expansions. All right, so we tap into this 1 minute gap here, and then we close below this up close. That's where I short, boom, with a stop at this swing high right here, and then I targeted this low here, and then I targeted this low down here for my final contract for just under a 7R. Right, so this was a beautiful, beautiful trade. Excuse me. All right, and then what do you notice? 1 minute candles start to hold us lower because of that V-shaped, that 15-minute reversal candle. Right, we don't need to tap into the 5-minute fair value gaps because of the 15-minute reversal candle and the time frame alignments. Right. So that's why you see all these 1 minute candles holding us lower. But yeah, this was the short that I took on Thursday on NASDAQ. This was a beautiful, beautiful trade. All right. So Friday, I'm actually going to show you guys the execution because it was an overnight trade, and I said on TikTok that I would, because I show the executions all the time on TikTok, but this one I didn't because it was on TopStepX, and hold up, okay, well, let's copy and paste. Right, couldn't paste. Image being pasted is way too large. Okay, well, okay, I'll show you the screenshot after I go over the trade. Well, this was on gold, right? The reason I'm going to show this execution is because I always show the executions on TikTok, and I didn't on this one. I said that I'd do it on YouTube, and the reason I did that was because I wanted people to come to the YouTube, to be honest. So, yeah, and I show all the screenshots from TradingView. I never show it from, like, TopStep or anything, but I'm going to go over gold, and then I'll go over NQ because the first trade was on gold, and then in the morning it was on NQ. However, we had SMT up here with silver, all right? So silver comes up, takes out all-time highs. I already have that marked off. Gold fails to take out all-time highs, and you might be thinking, well, don't you use Euro and GBP? Yes, but whenever we have higher time frame SMTs like this, you also use silver. Right here on Thursday, we put in this daily reversal candle. Now this is where it's interesting because in the Discord we have a smaller group chat, and this day on Wednesday we were looking for Wednesday to take out Tuesday's low into this gap and then expand to the high, right? Because it opens here, this would have been a small enough wick to be expanding to the highs after putting in the wick. We fail to do so on every single asset, right? Fails to do it, fails to do it, and fails to do it, right? So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, we didn't do it this day, so we must be just engineering these failure swings to take it later on in the week, right? Which you guys see Friday was the day that we decided to do it. Thursday, we put in a reversal candle, right? Previous day EQs right here. Right, and you guys see we respect that. Coming to the 4-hour chart, the reason I have this indicator on is because I actually use this indicator to short this, because I put alerts on it, right? Because I wanted an overnight trade and I didn't want to stare at the charts the whole time, so I just put alerts on this TTFM indicator. It's T-Trades' indicator, right? And right here's those failure swings. So, I mean, this is just a magnificent draw, right? So you guys see we put in this 4-hour change in delivery. Now we need SMT. We put in SMT right here and right here, right? Coming over to GBP right here, SMT, SMT. Euro, SMT. Wait. Oh, we did take that out. SMT, SMT. All right. What do we need now? Wait, hold on. Coming down to the hourly, I didn't want this high to be violated either because we had these up close candles, and thankfully we actually didn't do it. All right. So coming down to the hourly, we were trading into these up closes, but I didn't really care at the time. Oh, I guess we can get rid of that one, because all I need after these 4-hour SMTs are put in is a 15-minute change in delivery. What do we see here? This is when I get alerted. I think I get in around 08 right here. Stop at the high. Partial here. Sell side. Right? So I get partialed out right here for just under a 5R. And then I'm going to be straight up. I slept like shit. You guys see my partial was at 1:15 in the morning. I woke up right here at 6 a.m., 2 hours before my alarm, thinking about this position. I was like, I wake up right here. I wake up and I'm like, gold. I'm in a gold short right now. Dude, I swear to God. I moved my stop to break even right here also. I woke up thinking about this position. So my target obviously was all the way down here. This is where my my last contract was. I woke up and took it off here at previous day low because I thought, okay, if I just take this off here, I can go back to sleep. I didn't go back to sleep. I couldn't go back to sleep because then I was thinking, well, now I want to see if it's going to go the whole way down there, which it did. So if I show you this, can I screenshot it, copy it, and then paste it? Yeah. Right, so here on Top-Step-X, wait. Can I like show that it's a 50? Yeah, okay. Top-Step-X. All right, so Express account, I get in up here on the 15-minute, literally high of day. Right, and I'm also done sharing my P&L. I think it's super, like, I think it's, I don't know. I feel like a small fish in this pond being on Twitter and seeing these people make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I just think it's super scummy because people that are trying to be profitable and trying to make a little bit of money see this and they're like, oh, well, now I think, like, I need to do that. Dude, you don't need to do that. You just need consistency, and it's fine, right? So I'm done posting what the P&L is. I think that if I'm just showing you guys the consistency of a good trading approach, that's more than enough to understand how to trade. You don't need to see P&Ls to be like, oh, I can do that, so I'm going to do it immediately. Bro, just be consistent and take good setups. That's all it is, right? So I'm done sharing how much I make. It's just, I think it's super stupid, right? So 15-minute, get in up here, high of day, right there's my partial, previous day low gets swept, and I'm like, I want to go back to sleep. Take it off. Never went back to sleep. Took it off here. And we absolutely ripped lower. So I get out like somewhere up here, so 7R. Whatever, even if I got filled at the top, 7R. This is one of the tougher ones, but yeah, if I need to be more confident with these overnight trades because there are a lot that set up overnight, and if I'm going to be taking them overnight, I have to be confident with it, right? Because if we sorry, I'm going off of a tangent here, but if we go back to, I think it was here, somewhere here on the hourly chart on silver, yeah, right here. What do we get here? A change in delivery after sweeping previous day low, close a reversal candle. We put in an SMT here with gold. We get order block continuation. I got in on the 5-minute chart somewhere up here with a stop at the low, and I wanted to target this high up here, and I took it off at break even because I was nervous, and I would have gotten filled on a whole dollar on silver for a 6R. Like I have to, like, the thing is I even took this on a single Express account just so my emotions wouldn't get involved, and they still got involved, right? So that, like, it's just showing you, like, no matter what, you're still gonna struggle sometimes, right? But this gold trade, absolutely beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. Took it off at previous day low, so it is what it is, man. But it really sucks. And the thing is I even went to this 1-hour chart, saw that we put in this hourly reversal candle and put in an SMT here and dumped to this low, and I still took it off. I could have just moved my stop to this high where this SMT was because it's probably not going to get violated, and I didn't. So that was the gold trade. I know it took a while to go over this one, but I just wanted to show you guys, like, yeah, I make mistakes too. Even though it was a win, and it was a fat win, 50 plus points on gold, I still made a mistake, and it's not letting it run to where the target is, right? Look at these failure swings. It's just obvious. So it sucks, but still came out with a nice profit. And I even took this partial here because I thought, well, if I take a partial here, then I can be in the green and I won't care about the position. Hell no, I'm wrong. I cared about it. So yeah, that was the trade that I took on gold on Friday. So sorry, but it is what it is, man. So I make mistakes as well. But coming over to NQ, where my final trade of the week came in, coming in, I saw that we had an SMT here, and I said there's two scenarios to this, and I'll tell you guys whenever we go down to the 4-hour, right? So we have this SMT here with ES. Let's go to these drawings. ES here, SMT, 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 right? Now, what can you do after putting in SMT like this? Well, if you're respecting a reversal, you can target the previous day equilibrium, right? You guys see we don't get there, but it's a valid target. Coming down to the 4-hour, we put in this 6 a.m. reversal, and like I said, there's two scenarios that can happen on a day like this. We keep the 6 p.m. high, and we fade off all day and close at low of day. Or we reverse and we close close to the previous day equilibrium, and we target internal range liquidity after targeting external, right? So it was obviously scenario 2. However, my bet was we were going to continue lower all day, right? So how did I flip my bias? How did I come to the conclusion that we aren't going to? Right here, right? This is it. We put in this reversal candle. I said to the Discord, I'm waiting till 10 on indices to see how this 6 a.m. candle closes. And if it closes as a reversal candle, these highs up here, right, failure swings up here, are going to be the draw. All right, so we can just mark this off as internal range liquidity, put it at the top right. All right, like you guys see, these are relatively equal highs up here, and you'll see that on the lower time frame, right? But what can't I do here, right? Look at this wick. I can't long this. Why? Because this wick is way too big to long, and I can't, like, this isn't gonna expand, right? It's not gonna put in a fucking 300 point wick and expand to internal, right? So you have to wait for 10 anyways. So what do we wait for? SMT, and we get that right there. with the YM. 6 a.m. takes out at 10 a.m. All right, so everything's aligned now. Going down to the hourly, we take out this low, and we close a reversal candle. All right, so everything's aligning. Coming down to the 30, right here, takes out this low, closes a reversal candle. Right, so I'm marking off 10 a.m. Right, 10 a.m. does what? Opens low, puts in that SMT. So we're expecting this 1030 to expand to these relative equal highs, right here. Right, smooth highs up here. All right, so 10 opens, comes lower. So we're expecting a third and fourth candle expansion to internal range liquidity. I don't think we didn't put in SMT here. Right, so coming down to the 3 minute, right here is that SMT, right here is that sweep, and this higher time frame SMT here. Come on. Right, where should my entry have been? Right here it should have been. Right, should have been right there. However, I got in whenever we were about to close this third candle because I expected that fourth candle to straight expand to this internal range liquidity. So what did I do? Waited for order block continuation right here. We get it on this candle. I marketed it in on this candle here because I saw that we were just ripping, so I was like, okay, let me just mark it in. So I think I got filled right around here. Stop loss went here because we slow grind lower expansion. We don't want to see expansion met with expansion, so I put my stop relatively tight, even though it was still 43 points. And then I targeted a 2R. I must have got filled a little bit lower because I got filled on this candle here. Right. Yeah, right around here. So I got filled on this candle here, and then I targeted this internal range liquidity up here for just under a 4R. Right. If you just waited on the 5 minute though, right here, I guess the 5 minute wasn't as clean. Ooh, wait. We put in another SMT right here. Right, so ES took out this 950 low. Where are we? Right here, 950 low. Is that a 15-minute low? No, it's not. Huh. All right. Either way, we put in that little or that smaller time frame SMT with ES right there. All right, so that's why my entry should have been here. And you guys see we respect these up close or these down closes, but I got my entry a little worse, basically buying high of day up here. But wait, no, I wasn't. High of days all the way up here. Either way, still got that nice fill. This is just a continuation trade, and regular stop loss should have been at the low. However, I'm not risking 100 points, so I kept my stop loss really tight. Right, might have had it at the wick. I don't know. Maybe there was a 1 minute swing low that I had it at. Nope. Right. Ooh, that's what I did. I went to the 1 minute and saw that we had this lower fair value gap, but you don't expect this one to get tapped into, right? So you'd expect this one to get respected and then expand to previous day high, or that internal range of liquidity, right? But that was the trade that I took on NQ on Friday, right? So what was that? ES, NQ, and then NQ, gold, NQ. 5 trades, 5 wins, in a really good week. All right. So, yeah, this was the trade that I took on Friday, and the unfortunate gold win that I took. I really enjoy, I'm not gonna lie, dude, I really enjoyed taking this, though, because, like, if we just come here, I wonder if we had, like, an SMT here. No. SMT here, right? So, SMT with this high here and closed a reversal candle, right? 6 p.m. right there. Like, I just want to see this, like, okay, so we had a 1 hour change in delivery right there after taking previous day high. So did we have like SMT up through here? Yes, right here. So at 9 p.m. we put in SMT, and then at 10 we have that hourly change. Yeah, so right here, right? Close below this up close, right there's your entry, right? Right here's your entry. You can get in like here, stop loss up here, and then target like these failure swings. Look at them. Like gold is really good at engineering liquidity and then taking it later on in the week, right? So I need to work on being confident with these overnight trades and take them with a like 1 or 2 micros just to get okay with taking these trades, right? Even oils, right? Oils are really good as well to trade overnight. However, not this week, but like I need to work on it. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm not gonna maybe overnight indices as well, but I really want to start overnighting positions and be okay with it, right? So yeah, this was the trade recap for the week. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.